Shalom. This is Hawu. Nah, I ain't get my car fixed yet, y'all. Can't afford it right now. I got other shit to do. I'm like half a month behind on my rent. Put it that way. I paid my rent the last one, but I owed them half the money. Half of my rent, so I gotta get that together. I can't be doing other stuff, worrying about that car. I mean, that's how I make my money, but you know, I mean, lucky I got some good friends at least. One good friend. I don't have that many. I don't do friends like that. One good. But yeah. Start a car. It start on, I think it's almost $300. I'm cool right now. I can't do that right now. I got shit to do. But that ain't what I got up here to talk about. I'm up here. I'm on here, and I listen, y'all. Listen. Before I start saying what I'm about to say, all I ask is for an open mind. I don't need you to get on here or start leaving me some crazy, camp Bible only mess. If that's how you feel, just don't listen to what I'm saying. Just don't listen to it. You don't have to listen to it. And all this, you gonna lead somebody to hell. There's no such thing as hell. So that's a crock of shit right there. So just, my thing is, if it ain't for you, just don't listen to it. Because I really just don't want to read these stupid comments about Bible this and it's only this and here the Bible is written by the same people that's gunning you down in the middle of the damn street. So I just don't want to hear that. And I mean, when I mean written, I mean put together. That's why you got all these different books that has all this other more information that a lot of people don't even want to look at because they brainwashed. It tell you in the scriptures that there's other books that's sealed up, and you still don't. It's like it just walk right out your head, like you didn't hear it. You know what I mean? Or you didn't read it. So, all right. So this is how I'm gonna start this. So let's go to the beginning in the garden, right? When the Most High made Adam. But before the Most High made Adam, he created man and him and her, the other people in their image. So obviously there were other beings creating, or like it said, maybe he was talking to wisdom, right? Which is the Holy Spirit. Because obviously it was somebody there with him, and it wasn't no goddamn Jesus, so don't even go there. Because if that's the sense, then somebody's a homosexual. Because there had to be some type of feminine there to create woman. So get out of here with all that. It wasn't no three men standing around creating everything. It tells you in the scripture that in Proverbs that there was a feminine essence right there. So don't even go there. And it also tells you that the feminine is actually the one that's got common sense. Just the feminine right now don't have common sense. So most of them don't. But we're gonna get out of that. And I'm not, if it don't apply to you, sister, don't worry about it. If you know you got common sense, then don't say nothing. But a lot of our women don't. They're more concerned about money, pocketbooks, and being a bad bee, and instead of, procreating and making sure our people survive. But this is written that it would happen, and it's happening. So, the fifth day, the Most High created these other people, or maybe he allowed the angels to make people. I don't know. But I know that people were being created. And then the seventh day, the Creator, he rested. And then after the seventh day, he created Adam. Right? After the seventh day, he created Adam. Right? Now, And then he breathed into Adam, and all that, whatever happened. Now, listen. The scriptures tell you that one day is 1,000 years. So one day for the Most High is 1,000 years. So now I'm going to say something. After the women were made, the man, the women were created, 1,000 years went by on earth. 1,000 years went by. I want you to understand that. So 1,000 years down here went by, a day went by for the Most High. So it really wasn't about nothing to him, but it was about something to the people. During that time, and this time I'm going to show you where this is how you cannot sit there and just lay on the Bible, because there's way more information out there. And you're going to be stuck, and your vibration is going to be low, because you're not gaining no more knowledge, you're stuck. So after he created the man and the woman in their image, 1,000 years went by before Adam even came. Now listen. The angels during that time, Azazel and his 250 angels or 200 angels. I always get the number mixed up. It's either 250 or 200. They saw that the women were beautiful, and they came down and did their thing. Think about it. And during that time, there were giants in the earth. Yakety smack. That's 1,000 years, y'all. Right? Then the 6th day happened. That's another 1,000 years. Then the 7th day happened. That's another 1,000 years. Then during the 7th, in between the 7th day and the 8th, the Most High created Adam. So let's just say 2,500 years went by. The angels already came down, did what they had to do, started, doing whatever they was doing. The giants are running around. This is why he called them men of renown, the men of old. Because they were one of the first beings to be created with the other people. And the other creations. There were way more creations before Adam. So now, think about this. I want y'all to think. Use your brain. That's why it's told that one day is 1,000 years on earth. That's why it was told like that, because he wants you to think. Use your head. So now, you got all this shit going on, right? You got all this shit going on. Now the Most High says, all right, I'm going to make somebody, or a God man. I don't know how to put it, but, I'm going to make a perfect being. I'm going to make something that had to come in his mind to create Adam. If he already created man and woman, and I'm going to tell you how I know he created people before then, is because how the fuck was Cain so scared of being murdered if there were no people? He said, if they see me, they're going to kill me. And the Most High put what? A mark and said, if anybody killed Cain, I'm going to fuck y'all up. Straight up. So, how was there no people? And then, Cain went into the land of Nod and found a wife. He didn't find his sister, he found the fucking wife. That means that was a woman out of many women. And he married her. Think about that. So, that right there should prove to you that there were people. And when it's talking in Esdras where it says that we come all of us, it's talking about the generations that come from Adam's loins, not the people that were here before him. That's what it's talking about. So now, Azazel has come down and all this shit is going on. Adam is created. Adam is actually kept safe. Adam is in the garden. So all the shit that's going on, they don't have no parts of that. They don't know what's going on. It's sweet, right? Boom. That's what's going on. Eve do what she do because the reptilian went and beguiled her ass. Or Azazel, he probably was the one that did it. He beguiled her ass like, oh shit. Look, he made another joint. You don't know what it was. I mean, to be honest with you, because it says all sin is a tribute to Azazel. That's what it says in the book of demonology. It don't say Satan. It don't say Lucifer. It says all sin is a tribute to Azazel. And what did it say? Sin came into the earth because Eve did what? Yeah. And in the book of demonology, it says all sin is a tribute to Azazel. So that means that Azazel was that reptile that beguiled Eve. Not no fucking Satan. I keep telling people Satan is not no angel that's running around talking about I'm going to take the Most High's throne and da. No, Satan is a damn DA. He rats on you. He gets you locked up. He gets you in trouble. When you go before the Most High, you're going before the court of the Most High. You're going to be judged. Judged. The judgment seat, remember that? Like, god damn. Shit. So Azazel, he beguiles Eve. She does what she does, so he corrupts her. Like he corrupted the earth. This is where our sin comes in, because now it comes into these pure beings that the Creator created. Right? So sin comes in. And so now they get ejected out of the garden, out of safety, right? Out of the land of the Most High. They get ejected out of his land. Now they see what the fuck is going on. They like, oh shit. We in trouble. That's what Cain was saying. When Cain got put out the garden, he said, I'm going to be killed. Like, do you see how crazy these motherfuckers is out here? They gonna kill me. So now them two, they out and they looking and they like, oh, fuck. We fucked up for real. And to be honest with you, we don't know what the hell was going on. It might not have been a sun over here. I don't know. You don't know what was going on. But then again, it tells you in the scripture that the Most High left. He left the earth. So who's to say that the Most High wasn't the daylight? Because it tells you in Ezekiel that the Most High is going to be our light, our sun. Remember, they didn't know what the sun was when they came. If you read the book of Adam and Eve, they didn't know. They ran from it. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Adam killed himself several times. And the Most High had to keep bringing him back. You know what I mean? So so now you got to look at it like this, right? So let's just say, now this is the funny thing, right? It says, I'm going back. It says that Adam knew his wife and she bore a son named Cain, right? But the funny thing is about this with Cain is, right? After Cain kills his brother, right? Which is kind of strange because weapons and anything how to slay a man was not known until Azazel came down. Till the angels, till they taught man this stuff. No, they didn't know about it. So how did Cain know how to do this if that wasn't a knowledge known? He didn't know how to do it, what to do it with. So that right there is a proof to show you that Azazel had to be already down on the earth with the other angels, and they were doing them. Think about that one. So now, so let's get back to this Cain thing. So now, it tells you that Adam knew his wife and she bore a son named Cain, right? The funny thing is this, right? After Cain slew Abel, it never mentions Cain anymore. It never, even when it reads the generations of Adam, it doesn't even say Cain's name. If Cain was the father of Adam, regardless if he killed his brother or not, he's still, hold on, that's still his son. And Abel was his name because Abel was dead. Abel was no more, right? But Cain was still alive, but it never named him. So, and the only thing the Most High told him, he would be a vagabond, he would be this, he would be that, you know what I mean? And when he go to till the ground, it won't yield for him. So now all you gotta do, if you want to know who's the lineage of Cain, look at the people that's sitting there and trying to grow food or anything like that, and the earth won't yield for them. That would be the sons of Cain. So if these people, the people that's the sons of Cain, the earth won't yield for them, then they would have to have people doing it for them. So that means they would be up high. They would be high people. You know what I'm saying? Because they would have to manipulate their way through, and they would be vagabonds. They would be, all over the place. So, and they would go and steal land because they don't have a land. So, that's just something to think about right there. And I'm going to be honest with you, I just don't think that Cain is Adam's son. I don't think he is. And the reason why I'm saying I don't think he is because of that. Because if he's still alive, why is he not being named? His name is not there. He was still alive. You know what I'm saying? And then, you got to think, if 2,500 years went by, and I'm just saying the 25, I'm just saying half, because you don't know what time in that 1,000 years did the Most High create Adam. Did he do it in the morning? Did he do it in the evening? You know what I'm saying? All I know is he just said, he gonna create Adam. So that's just something to think about. But we know that 1,000 years goes by on the earth and it's one day to the Most High. So we know that at least 2,000 years went by before he created Adam. And so 2,000 years went by, and there's people on earth and ain't nothing happened. And you know what I mean? So you can't say that them angels didn't come down then. And then now think about this, right? If you go all the way up to the time of Enoch, right? Or to the time of Noah, right? And the Most High called the giants the men of old, right? So wouldn't they be men of old if they were around before the time of Adam? Yeah, they would be. They would be old people. Yeah. They would be a known race. Going on and they probably done many things during that time. Because how is it that you were just fucking created after Adam or something like that? Sometime what they would say after Adam or whatever. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you the men of old. That don't make sense, y'all. You got to think about it. It had to be a reason why the Most High created Adam separate from the people that he created on the 5th day. Think about it. And if you trying to say that no, Adam was the beginning of all people, then you better go read Genesis again. Because if you're going to sit here and try to tell me, oh no, it was just telling you that he created Adam in the 5th day, and then turn around and then he said it again. So he told you he created Adam twice. So in the 5th day, he was letting you know, oh yeah, I'm gonna let you know that during the 7th day, I'm gonna create Adam, which still don't make sense because after, I think it's either the 8th or the 9th day, he created Eve because Adam was alone. And if you read the 5th, it said he made man and woman. They were made all at the same time on the 5th day. And he told them to go subdue the earth. So that's more than one. 2 people cannot subdue the earth. Two people cannot subdue the earth, y'all. It had to be more than one. So he told them to go subdue the earth and to multiply. Think about it. Think about it. And so now think about this. Who was the flood for? Was it for the giants and the people he created on the fifth day? Because guess what? Noah and his family was not the only people that survived the flood. And if you sit here and say that, then you are stupid. And yes, I'm going to call you stupid. Reason why I'm going to call you stupid is because when you read the book of Moses, when you're reading Deuteronomy, any book that got Moses' name in it, there's one part where Moses gets up to where King Og is. King Og is a giant, and it tells you that he survived the fucking flood. So now, how many people survived with Noah? This is why you need to read these other books. Because it even tells you that the flood was not the whole earth. It was certain lands. Well, a certain land mass, a certain area, like a certain side of the earth that was pretty much swallowed. And then in another book, it was just a certain land mass that was swallowed. Where people were being wicked as fuck. Like a continent or something. So, I mean, you might want to think about that. Because in King Og, if you get the book of King Og, because King Og got a book too, you know. And in his book, it tells you that he climbed up in a high fucking mountain and survived the waters. Yeah, that's what it says. And guess what? Obviously, he must be telling the fucking truth because he's in the book of Moses. He's in the book. Moses kills him. So, explain that one. And there were many other races that survived besides Og. Many other giants and everything. Because if everything was destroyed, then how did the fucking angels broke out of prison and had sex with women again? No, everybody wasn't destroyed. Because it wasn't meant for everybody. It wasn't meant for them. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna just be straight out. I think that higher beings had sex with lesser beings, and that's what created these monsters, which makes sense. That's what it was. These angels, they were higher beings, and they had sex with lesser beings. Straight out. That's like when it talks about Lucifer, right? I keep telling people Lucifer is Cain. You know what people tell me? No, you don't know what you're talking about. That's Satan. Where the fuck do it say that Lucifer was a fucking angel? It don't say that. It don't say that. It talks about him having diamonds and stuff and, you know, all over him or whatever. But that it don't say he was an angel. It clearly tells you that he's a fucking man. It could tell you that when he's beautiful, that could say that he was radiant because he was in the light of the Most High. That could be what that's talking about. It did never say that man was a damn fucking angel. But it does say one thing that you might want to look into. It says you were the first murderer. It said that. So now think about that one. And from what I'm reading, these reptilians live a long fucking time. So if Cain is seed half of one of us, because I don't even call us human no more. But so if he's half one of us and half reptilian, who's to say when that man the fuck dies? When he died? You don't know when he'll die. And then if he have the technology and all the information that the angels taught, He's probably jumping into bodies and transferring spirits from here to there. You don't know what the fuck going on, y'all. You don't know. You can't sit there and read one book and then try to say you have all the knowledge. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. You cannot sit in one damn book and say that's all you need. That is the stupidest thing ever. That's just pure ignorance. Because if that's the sense, explain the machine that Daniel had that he used to locate his brothers. No, not Daniel, my fault, Joseph. Explain that. That was a machine that he had. There's nothing written about what the technology. They just walking around using fucking rocks. You think they didn't have technology? How did they cut these buildings and stuff that's been built? How did they cut these stones? You don't think there's books and stuff on this technology and this stuff that they were using? You got to be a damn fool if somebody didn't write that down. They had to. How do you think you teach your children? If I go in my house and create something right now, do you know what I have to do? I have to write down how I created it. I have to sit there and draw a blueprint and figure it out before I make it. I just don't go sticking shit together. That's how you get electrocuted. So there are more books, more information. They got it. They have our information, y'all. We are very low on the totem pole. They have high information. The problem is they are not non-ether people, meaning that they don't have a non-DNA strands. They have 6 or less. So they can't process the stuff that we can. This is why, if you pay attention, every time they invent stuff, anything they use to make stuff, there's always a fucking Negro in there. Working in there. There's always some in there. Because they need those non-ether people to get it to operate right. It ain't gonna operate if we don't have our hands on it. And they know it. Our dumbass is the ones that don't know shit. We the ones running around talking about fucking pocketbooks and I gotta get the bag and man, you fucking idiots. You are the fucking bag. Man, listen, y'all. Like, at the end of the day, I can't do this by myself. And I'm not going to even sit here and act like I can, because my name is not no goddamn Superman. And I can't fly. I wish I could, but I can't. And I ain't got fucking lasers coming out my eyes. I wish I did, but I don't. And I'm not bulletproof and nothing can hurt me. I wish it did, but it do. It fucking hurts like hell. I wish I could do all that shit. Because if I could, I'd throw this whole fucking earth down. I would topple this whole fucking thing. And bring every last one of these motherfuckers in chains. I would. And still give glory to the Creator. Still wouldn't be proud and try to say it was me. I did it by myself. I wouldn't do that. See, because I'm not that type of person. But I would do that. But I can't. It's not designed like that. It's designed for us as a nation to rise up and come together collectively. And once we come together, then the power will be given. But if damn near a half of us is running around worrying about a fucking pocketbook and a dumbass fucking bag and worrying about putting minerals from the earth on their arm, then, you know, we gonna stay where we gonna stay. I don't understand us, man. We sit here and we take the stuff that's low value. Minerals don't have value unless the person, people are using them. That's the only way it has value. If we as a people say right now, man, fuck a diamond. Diamonds will go out of style. There won't be no diamonds. If we say fuck a gold, gold will go out of style. Everything that they have, if we as a nation of people say fuck it, it's worthless. It's worthless. They can't sell it. They can't do shit with it. We're the driving force of everything. Everybody follows suit. So when we say no, everybody say no. Hey, did y'all hear? The fucking Negro said no, y'all. I'm not wearing that no more. They not wearing it. I'm not wearing it. And they do it because in them, naturally in them, is to submit. They are the sheep. We are the leaders. That's how the Most High created us. We are the managers of the earth. We're the ones that manage all things. We are the custodians. But right now, we fucked up so bad that he allowed the lesser beings to become the custodians. And this is why the earth is in the fucking state it is in now. And we can change it so fast. He tell you right how to say it. He tell you what to do, and we do not fucking listen. That's how stupid we are. They have brought us down so far mentally that we really don't realize we got all this power and don't know it. If all of us right now, right this moment, say I'm done and repent. And repent means to stop. Just stop doing the shit. And start living the way you're supposed to live. The land will be fucking healed. And guess what else will happen? They will lose their power and come down off their fucking throne. You know why? Because nothing will work. No food will grow. Nothing will work. Nothing. Y'all don't understand the power we got. We come together, stop the bullshit, and as one voice tell the sun, don't come out. 3 days of darkness. It's going to be dark for 3 fucking days. Straight up. Straight up. That's the power we got. These storms that they're creating, all we got to do is tell them no. But we can't do it because we running around and our minds are somewhere else. Our minds are not collective. That's why he created Adam from the earth. Everything else was created. Adam was created from the earth. And out of Adam's seed, he created what? A God seed, which is the ones that they hate because they know what we can fucking do. And they probably gonna kill my ass now because I'm telling y'all this shit. Now, think about it. Every damn near, and be honest, it don't take all of us, but it take a majority of us. But that's why, and this is why they focus so much on keeping us dumbed down and keeping us doing what we doing, because they can't have a majority of us returning and acting like we got sense. If a vast majority of us come together, it gotta be a certain amount from each son, right? Each tribe or whatever. If we all come together, or each race, or whatever, how you want to put it. I'm not talking about other races. I'm talking about the Negro race, but it's different races of Negroes. But if we all come together and we return and live off of nature, live off of our mother, the land. If we return and we stop harming her, because that's what we're doing. We're harming her. So what do a mom do when her children hurt her? She don't fuck with them. Right? If your son come in the house and beat you up, you gonna fucking cook dinner for him? Fuck no. You might be scared of his ass, but you ain't gonna do it. You're gonna want him out your house, get him out my house. You know what I mean? You're gonna call his dad to get him out your house or whatever need to be done. And that's what's going on. So you return back and you start living the proper way and you don't harm your mother. You can literally stop every fucking thing that's going on. Right now, we could nip this shit in the fucking bud like that. But our people are so, our mindsets and vibrations are so low, most of us don't believe it. Most of us say, oh no, you gotta have money. What the fuck are you talking about? Money is a creation. The fuck is you talking about? Boy, I tell you, this is why they went so hard to shut us down, because we were whooping their asses back then. Them Seminole Wars, read them fucking books. Read them books and find out how bad they were getting fucked up. Read that Haitian War, when these motherfuckers was throwing up their insides before they even got off the boat. Them people were throwing up their goddamn insides, turning around, killing each other. We have crazy power, but if we are not together and we not one mind, remember when I was talking about that long time about that unimind? If we are not one mind and we're not thinking collectively and we're not trying to save our mother, then no. We sitting here letting these fucking demons kill our mother. And we helping them. Dumbasses. And then it's the fucked up thing about it. They show you that they don't respect their own mother. Did this shit just stop? Let me see. I don't think it did. I hope not. But okay. But they show you that they don't respect their own mother. They kill their mothers. They hurt their mothers. And they doing it to your mother. And we ain't doing shit. We ain't doing nothing. We sitting here. So if y'all hear me, then hear me. We got to come together as one mind, one heart, one spirit, one people. And we can shut this shit down. Them fucking bullets ain't gonna do nothing. Hey, yo, listen. Y'all remember this thing? The boy called Aang? And they were doing this stuff called earth bending. You had one tribe that controlled the water. You had another tribe that controlled the land. You had another tribe that controlled fire. You had another tribe that controlled air. Then you had one guy that controlled every fucking thing. And don't you dare fucking leave a comment talking about some fucking Jesus. Because I swear to God, I don't even hate to say it, but I swear, if you stop talking about this fake ass dude. It ain't no goddamn only begotten damn son. It's a nation of people that's the only begotten, not no goddamn one person. Shit. That shit don't make no good. God, people crazy with that bullshit. But they showing you that right there. They showing you that right there. And the one that can control all the elements, that is the anointed one. That is the one that the Creator choose to be your king. This is why he tells you in the book of Ezekiel that David will be your shepherd, your king, or your prince, or whatever, because some books change the words. But that anointed one, when the Most High puts his spirit on him, that one man will be he gets the power from the Creator to control all the elements. But as an individual tribe, all of us control certain elements. This is what I'm talking about. When they put the shit in the movies, they literally telling you, yo, if y'all do this, we fucked. Guess what I done? Oh, that ain't real. Oh, but they running around, got machines and shit controlling weather. Where do you think they got that from? Where do you think they got the idea to control the weather if they haven't seen it done already? Like I said, y'all need to read them books about those wars, those Seminole Wars and everything, and see how bad we were fucking them up. Do you know what they did? And I know some of y'all gonna get mad, but I'm gonna keep it like I'm gonna tell it like it is. They went through the fucking women. Yup. Some of our women couldn't control their little cootie cat, and they wanted some pale dingaling. Yep. And then, hold on, let me finish. After they went and attacked that part, what happens? Then the man becomes weak. And then the man wanted some of that little nasty puppy fur. Yeah, they wanted some of that hairy kitty cat fur. The white one. Yep. And guess what? And once they did that, and they had children with these men, those children have rights to whatever they have. So whatever land that this person of our people had sex with her and he had a child by her, that child has a right to this stuff. So whatever it was, that child inherited it, and it was taken from the people and given back to the ones that we were fighting. And slowly but surely, they took. Because we could not control our little humping mechanism. And if you read the scriptures, it tells you that we have a bad habit of running to other races, making babies. And guess what we're doing right now? They call passport bros, running to other races, making babies, because some of our women can't control their fucking mouth, or they can't control their fucking urges of wanting a fucking pocketbook with somebody that hates their guts name on it. Which I still don't understand that to this day. You run around and you spend all the money you work for to buy a bag with somebody's name on it that hates your fucking guts. I don't get it. You might as well go ahead and just go throw some fucking chains on and some rags and get a hoe and put it on your back and start tilling the ground for them. Might as well. You're doing it anyway. The fuck? How does it make, and then like, even with these rappers, y'all make these rappers powerful. Y'all make these people powerful because y'all chase the bullshit that if we stop chasing their money. And I'm going to tell you something too, y'all. We got to think. And we don't think. And everybody's so worried, oh my God, the crypto dollar's going to destroy us. No, it ain't. It's going to destroy them. You know why? Because our most of our people chase after a dollar. So now if they can't control the dollar, you think we gonna want it? You gonna tell me if I go to work and I bust my ass and somebody else has control of my money, meaning that I cannot physically control my money. My shit is on the card, but if somebody say, no, I don't want you to have that today, you gonna tell me no, and I'm working for it, and you think that Negroes are just gonna fall in line? Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work out too well. Yeah, that's one of the plans of the Most High, to destroy. You gotta destroy the money. You gotta destroy the wants of the people. So if he destroys the money, the thing that us as a people love, that's one of our idols. He destroys the idol, that idol, guess what? That takes us a step away from them and a step closer to them. So once it gets down to the point where there is no supermarkets, no nothing, no convenience, guess what you got to start doing? You got to start planting. You got to start building a house. You got to start digging a fucking well. You got to pray over the land and ask the Father to send you water. You got to lean on him for all things. So when you plant your crops, you got to bless the land and ask the Most High to yield you a crop. That's right. Guess what's going to happen? And if you break his fucking laws, your food won't yield. You will not get no fucking water. He's going to send us right back to where we belong. And none of us have seen it and don't see it. So while they're creating this system that they think that's going to work so fucking well, we're going to turn about face and go right back to the ways of our fathers. This is why you see on the internet, women are asking men, do you know how to plant? Do you know how to build a house? Do you know how to fish? Can you dig a well? Why do you think they're saying this stuff? Because the Most High is sending us right back to the ways of our fathers. They don't realize what they're doing by creating this crypto money. They think they're going to force us to do what they want. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of us are going to die because we're not going to go for it. The one thing you cannot do, especially with a woman, is tell her how to spend her fucking money. Now, I'm not going to lie. The men aren't going to engage right away. We're going to engage when they start murdering the females, because the women, a lot of women, damn near all of you, can't control your mouth. So your mouth is going to get you in trouble, and then we're going to have to step up and do what we got to do. And that's where us as a collective is going to come together. But these things have to happen because we're in love with this fake bullshit. We're in love with it too much. We love it too much. Think about it. The Most High had to literally use them to tear down their own system and to make it not pleasant and pleasing to us for us to walk away from it, which is sad. But that's what's happening. That crypto shit is going to be the demise of this so-called great country they call. That's what it's going to be. When they launch that 100%, this place is going to fall so fucking fast it ain't going to make sense. You think it's down. It's already done. But right now, they really think listen. What did the Father say? He said, the pride of thy heart have deceived thee, right? So, okay, thanks, man. So it says, the pride of thy heart have deceived thee, right? So now think about it. They are so fucking proud, and they really believe that we got them. They can't do shit. Now we gonna go ahead and usher in our so-called New World Order, which has always been a New World Order and all that. You know what I'm saying? And all this beast system. Listen. I want y'all to listen to me. Listen to me. The beast system. The mark of the beast. What are you talking about? What was... Okay. I want... When y'all finish watching this video, I want y'all to go to TikTok, right? And surf through there. And on there's people that's putting videos up about the Caucasian people, over there in Europe, right? Before they were taught to be human, right? To act the way they act now. And when you see one of their videos, I want you to comment on their page and ask them, what were they called before they were called Caucasian? And they're going to comment back and they're going to tell you, oh, they were called beast people, beast man, beast woman, beast system. So the mark of the beast, all this Satan's son, blah, blah. No, the beast system is sitting there letting them put this bullshit they're creating in your body. They are destroying you. You're the gods of the earth. You're the gods. Okay, let me go back for a second. Let me ask you a question. How many giants did the children of Israel destroy? Make sure you leave me a comment, and I'll make sure I comment back. But how many giants did the children of Israel destroy? And now, after that, right? Because there were still giants on the earth. After that, there's stories about gods killing giants. Or titans, or whatever you want to call them. But there were titans on the earth. Those were the ones that the angels destroyed and had them kill each other. Right? That was long time ago. Right? Okay. Now, that was so long ago, it was before Adam was created that the titans were killed themselves. Like I told y'all, 2,500 years before Adam was created. So now, because they were eating up everything. That's what it was talking about. They couldn't sustain them because some of them were the size of mountains. If you look at these people that's putting these videos up with showing a giant dead with a titty sitting up in the air, that's actually a damn mountaintop. And then there's another one with a massive giant laying on the ground. And you can actually see her vagina opening, where you can literally, it looks like a cave, but it's a vagina. You can literally tell it's a vagina. Like, boom, there's giant elephants, there's giant everything. So now, listen, let me get back to what I'm saying. Our people went through and slaughtered many giants. And there's stories about gods, 12 gods, destroying giants. Now, you got to think about it. Our people were named by their fathers. So if they said that you were the son of Judah, then the tribe of Judah was the one that was killing X, Y, and Z giants. Judah killed that giant, even though that's not his name. But then you got Gad. Oh, Gad killed these giants. But they're just saying Gad, even though that's not his name. You know what I mean? Those names that they telling you are not the real names. So those are the gods that went in and were destroying the giants, taking the oppression off the earth, because a lot of giants were oppressing the people. And they were also given ultimatums. This is why in the early 1900s, 1800s, you see photos of giant men, because some of them fucking bent the knee. Some of them said, fuck that. I'm good. What you want me to do? All right. Yeah. I won't eat nobody no more. I won't do this. All right. Yeah. Eat plants? Okay, cool. And that's what was going on. You know? So that's the story of your gods killing giants. We're the gods of this earth. They know this. Why do you think everything that they create that's harmful is aimed at us? Why do you think when you read and you hear people talk about man being cured from cancer by just eating certain vegetables or just taking a high dose of vitamin C, that the cancer was taken away? Because we were created from the earth. We sustain the earth sustain us. The earth will protect us if we are on the fucking same page. But we have to be at a certain vibration. And because we're not at that vibration, because we're running around chasing pocketbooks of beast people, a low form of life, voila, she will not help us until we help ourselves. That's the problem. That's all the problem is. All you gotta do is stop, return. Take care of your mother. Your mother will take care of you. Your mother will give back to you what you are missing. And then we will run through this motherfucker like it's something wrong with us. That's where you read the scripture where it says a smoke came out of the north and there won't be one straggler in his ranks. That means that we're going to march from one place to another place and we're going to run down on shit. Where it says they'll be running up the side of buildings, coming through into the windows. Think about it. You know? But we gotta want it. And a lot of us are so fucking stuck on this bullshit material stuff that we don't want it. We want what they say is good. Why would you sell your soul to gain this bullshit? Because that's what you're doing. You literally giving up your fucking birthright for some shit that they stole from you to create something stupid, and it's already yours, but they sitting there giving you a low form of what's yours and making you pay them for it. And this is the funny thing about it. Every time a regime fall or a kingdom fall, there's always a state of lowliness at one point, like, because number one, you have to rebuild. You know what I'm saying? And you have to, get shit back together. But the problem is with us is this: we don't want to deal with that. We don't want to deal with the, oh my God, man, the houses ain't we gonna be going through this again. You don't understand the power you have. You don't understand it. Let's just say a whole block is destroyed, right? And we got the power. Do you know those bricks that were created from clay can go back to clay? Because we wanted to. So now you looking at bricks and cement and all this shit that you think you're going to have a hard time getting rid of, when no, all we got to do is will it back to what its natural form. It's going to return back to what it was. If there's water in there, the water will come out. If there's clay in there, that shit will break down and return back to clay and dirt or whatever. Wherever it was created from the earth, it will return. The only thing that will be sitting there is the chemical shit that they created to put in it. That's it. And if that's made from any element of this plane, guess what's going to happen? It's going to return back to what it's supposed to be. That's the power we have that we don't understand. Because we sitting here and we thinking low. Our vibrations are low. We don't understand. We are very, very, very powerful. This is where you get your superheroes from. This is why, if you have not noticed, there is one superhero in all the comics that cannot be beat. And guess what fucking color he is? He's melanated. He's what they would call black man in America. He can't be beat. They don't know how to kill him. They don't know how to hurt him. Guess what his name is? Guess what his name is? Blue Marvel. All the children of Israel are to wear fringes with a border of blue. Why is his name Blue Marvel? Cannot be beat. Cannot be hurt. The man has powers they can't even fucking comprehend. Superman is scared of this motherfucker. And guess what? He lives a long time. He does not die. And he controls what they call that I forgot the language they use, but it's like the atoms. It's like everything. So pretty much like Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, you know, the chick, he'll pluck her. He'll fart and kill Superman. Because he can actually he can take a piece of wood and make kryptonite out of it. In his hand, in the palm of his hand. He could literally change the molecular structure and change it to kryptonite. He can actually change Superman's blood to kryptonite. Like, he a bad motherfucker. And he's strong as shit. He's so strong they can't even measure it. And he doesn't get old. And he's a black man with what they say when your hair turn gray is wisdom. So he has wisdom on the side. Each side on the side of his head is gray. His name is Blue Marvel. Take a look. Take a read, y'all. See what he about. See what he about. But unstoppable. Scared of this motherfucker, dog. You dig what I'm saying? Why you think they made that? They want you to know. But they know that we so fucking stupid right now. We don't know. And we ain't gonna believe it because our vibrations are too low. So what the creator said I gotta do, okay. Everything that they hold dear, I gotta make it undear to them. I gotta make it where they don't want it. It's not something they want. So if I destroy their money and tell them that, okay, tell these wicked beast people, and see, they think that they are in control. They ain't got no damn control. They don't know. They being led. And the Most High actually showed them with Kamala Harris when he made her tell the truth on the damn thing. And she thought she was saying something else. She literally thought she was saying something else. You can hear it in her voice. So now so they thinking they doing something with this crypto thing, but they don't understand that the Most High is setting them up to bring this out, to give us a nasty taste in our mouth towards their money. And all you got to do is pay attention. You have women asking men, do you know how to fish? Do you know how to build a home? Do you know how to do this? Because that's going to be the desirable man. So I used to sit down and think to myself, right? I used to say this a long time ago, years ago. Why do I know how to do all this stuff I can do? Because I can do a lot of shit, y'all. A lot. I mean, a lot. It's like damn near nothing I don't know how to do. Especially when it comes to building or anything like that. Or even just dealing with certain things, right? And anybody on here that know me, they will tell you, yo, this motherfucker knows some shit. They'll tell you that, right? They'll tell you, they were like, yo, they used to call me a mad scientist and everything. I wouldn't experiment on stuff, but I would just make stuff and do stuff. You know what I mean? So, like all these things that I am capable of doing, I never went to school for them. They were just in me naturally. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff was in me naturally, right? So, I'm saying to myself, like, damn, why do I know how to do all this stuff? And it's like, okay, now I know. So I was being prepared from a child till now for when certain things are going to occur. Either I will help lead men to build for themselves and you know, be able to house their families or whatever. I don't know, but I know it's something. I know it's something. I know how to clean water. I know how to do that very well. I know exactly what to get and what to use to clean your water. To take everything out of your water. Because it don't matter what chemical they put in it, there are elements on the earth that can take it out. It don't matter. There's nothing they can do there's nothing they can create that can go against the creation. Because whatever they're using to go against the creation is part of the creation. So the creation always will win. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm going to tell y'all like this, because a lot of us won't listen to each other, because a lot of us don't believe. And there is a vast majority of us that do believe and do know the Most High has to bring it in a fucked up situation for a lot of us to start to listen. So he has to bring calamity. He has to make it fucked up and hard, because a lot of us are too far gone. And the only way that they will even start to consider what's going on is if they are put in a bad situation, and the mask of the one that they think is their friend is really their enemy is taken off, and they're shown to be who they really are. It's the only way, because it's going to get to a point where they're going to want what they want so bad, and it's not going to be working, and they're just going to take the gloves off and say, fuck it. You see, the one thing they don't want to do is to bring up the anger of all the races on the earth towards them. So this is why they just don't go out and blatantly murder all the Negroes, or try to. This is why they don't do that, because they don't want the outrage of the rest of the earth on their ass, because then they lose their rulership. They'll be overthrown. But it's going to get to a point where they're not going to be able to, because the thing is, they cannot physically rule the earth with us here, or without us being in servitude, without us being in the mindset of a fucking dumbass animal. This is why they keep trying to call you an animal or a monkey, because that's what they want you as, when in fact they are the animals. So they once they realize that their plans aren't working, you know, and it's funny, right? Because even with that COVID shot, even with that shizzy, right? Because even if I say you know what they're gonna do, but even with that shizzy, it didn't do what they wanted to do to us. It actually did more to them than us. You know what I'm saying? So they mad about that. So now they're gonna try something else. But they're gonna keep trying stuff. And, you know, a lot of us ain't gonna listen. A lot of us ain't gonna listen. And they're gonna just keep trying. And it's going to get to the point where they just going to be like, fuck it. You know what I mean? They're just going to be like, fuck it. And they're going to take the gloves off and just go. And then that's when our people is going to see who and what they are for real. And a lot of us going to be sick because it's like, oh shit, they were telling us this was just what it was. But you know, a lot of us, we got to learn like that. So the main thing is you stay strong. You know what I'm saying? You lean on the creator and on your mother, you know, and you keep it, you know, you stay strong. That's all. And you respect, you show the respect that you're supposed to respect, and you keep trying to raise your vibration higher and higher. You stay on spiritual things. The way you can raise your vibration, you go spiritually. You concentrate on spiritual things. You do not want to sit here and concentrate on stuff of the flesh or stuff of this earth. And I mean by like talking about buying a fucking car, or talking about like if you got a car and you need a car to get to work, I understand you have to take care of yourself until, you know, the situations start occurring, which they are occurring. But when it gets out of full throttle, you'll realize it. You'll see it. But you gotta you know, you gotta sustain yourself for now. But at the same time, I'm talking about running around talking, I need a Benz, I need this, I need that's carnal stuff. You know what I'm saying? I want this $200,000 house or whatever. That's carnal stuff. If you in a home, you cool. Stay in your fucking house. But you gotta raise your vibration. And you have to go closer and closer to spiritual things. Shit, to be honest with you, eat a fucking mushroom. But eat a mushroom in a spiritual sense. Because, you know, a lot of our people would literally take a piece of mushroom and eat it and go to the spiritual world. Like, you got to start, like, pay attention to what you're reading, you know, and stuff. When people inhale smoke or they eat a certain fruit or something, it's to open their pineal gland, make their pineal gland activate a certain way so they can tap into a spiritual realm. But if you're going into the spiritual realm in a carnal mindset, those entities that's there ain't gonna fuck with you. They gonna look at you like, man, this nut ass nigga over here. But if you come there with a high vibration and a spiritual mindset, you go into that realm, you know, what y'all call tripping or whatever like that, but that's actually going into a spiritual realm. When you go into that realm, then you can actually commune and speak to these higher spirits or these angels or whatever is over there. But you can speak to these beings and they will give you information. They will enlighten you. You don't know what they might give you. You know what I mean? But we have to return back to using what? Stuff of the earth to tap into certain places. You're not going to be able to tap into something if you're not using the herbs and stuff of the earth to get there. If you think you're going to sit down and meditate and go into a spiritual realm, you're not going nowhere. You may be able to what they would call channel, you know what I'm saying, certain things, but you're not going to physically go into a different place or whatever. You have to use certain things to activate certain parts of your brain, or certain release certain chemicals in your body for your body to do whatever it's going to do to send your spirit where it needs to go. That's why if you notice, like sometimes, like I noticed this, right? I used to, like, people, they were right. I used to felt like somebody was holding me down. That shit used to drive me crazy because I don't like being held. I don't like being held down. I don't want to be tied up. I don't like that shit. That shit would make me go to fucking sane. Like, I'm not gonna lie. That the worst thing that nope. I'm not gonna say that shit just in case they decide they want to try to kill my ass. I'm not gonna say that. But yeah, so you so like I just didn't believe, you know, what they were saying, that your spirit was trying to leave your body so you could astral whatever, right? And, you know, I remember the last time I did it, I was like flying across the ocean. I was going to some island or something, and like where I was enjoying myself. You know what I'm saying? But I never went up. I was just always stayed on the earth plane. And I remember speaking to people or certain, people and stuff like that. But I remember standing in my house and, I'm laying down, but I'm looking at something in my house. I'm looking at this damn thing. This dark being sitting here grinning at my body or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It was times that, I was outside my body and the thing was standing there and I went at it. I ain't attack it, but, I did actually have a little twist with one. It was like a female type of whatever the fuck it was. But it was like always sitting on my stomach. Or this old lady, gray hair, ugly ass little motherfucker too. And I remember I was chasing it around my own head and shit. And I caught it and I grabbed this, like the back, and I grabbed it by its face, but it was like the back of his head. And I was trying to turn it so I could look at it. And that motherfucker was strong, yo. But it was ugly. But when I told it don't come the hell back, it never came back. I never seen it no more. Once I noticed something, once your vibration is at a certain place and spiritually you at a certain place, they don't fuck with you. They scared of you. They might look at you, but they ain't gonna go throwing nothing at you. They ain't gonna pull your leg. They ain't gonna do none of that. They ain't like, I ain't fucking with him. You crazy. You know what I mean? So you just gotta take yourself to a higher place. Straight up. You read all the old stories about the shamans and stuff. Even with Moses, if you realize like they said incense burning, but you don't know if what was the incense made of. Some people say it was marijuana burning, and it could have been. Because you don't know. That natural marijuana puts you in a state of thinking, like you really start thinking about shit. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know. But you got to use the herbs and stuff that the Creator put on the earth to do certain things. And if you don't, then you're never going to get to a certain place. You can't just sit there and physically say, oh, I'm going to do this. And that's even like with, like I was seeing this video with this little girl supposed to have these little power to be able to move stuff, telekinesis or something like that, right? And another guy doing these push-ups without his hands on the ground and stuff. And he's saying ever since he made this a Tesla coil, which amplifies electromagnetic frequencies, you know what I mean? Certain frequencies are being around him, that he was able to do it. Now this was like he looked Puerto Rican or something, right? So now think about this. Imagine if one of us did it. I'm actually making a Tesla coil now, actually. You know what I mean? But you got to set it at a certain frequency. You got to create it. And it's got to play, because electricity moves at frequencies. So you got to have it at this certain frequency. So just imagine, because you got to understand melanin absorbs energy. Your melanin absorbs energy. So if you are giving yourself a clean energy, you're going to start doing stuff that you know you can't do. And I'm going to be honest with you. The music that they play, that they give us, they play it at a certain frequency, is recorded at a low vibration to bring your vibration down and your mindset down. Now, you can actually have a coil. You can create, and listen, I'm not buying nothing from nobody that they sell at a store. You don't know what the fuck they doing to those things. So I make my own shit, and I'm making my own Tesla coil now. And I'm going to set my coil at 432 hertz. But I'm going to try some other ones too, right? And I'm going to let that thing run probably like 3 hours a day. You know what I mean? Once a day. Come in the house when I come home from work, turn my coil on, sit down and chill. And just let that electromagnetic stuff into my body. Because it's funny how they say, oh, it's going to give you cancer. Oh, it's going to do this to you. It's always something dealing with the sun and any type of electromagnetic stuff that's always going to make you sick, right? But I never see us sick. I see them sick. I see them with melanoma, not us. and cancers and stuff from electrical stuff. That melanin absorbs energy. They use our melanin for batteries. Start looking it up, y'all. A gram of melanin costs almost $1 million or some shit. So that means they killing us and taking our goddamn melanin out of our flesh. Like, come on, bruh. Let's go. But I'm gonna let y'all go. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Leave me some comments, please, because I like reading them. I like listening to people's thoughts, but then when you leave me a dumbass thought like, only read the Bible, then go ahead, all right. I'll talk to you, low vibration brother that says only read the Bible. Your vibration is very low. And when these dark entities are released, you will be the first one to get possessed. Do you not know people are being possessed right now with low vibrations? This is why people run around killing. All this crazy shit that's been going on, those are the beings that are actually being able to get into this world and possess people to do wicked shit. But when that veil, which is slowly being taken away, when that veil is open, that's another thing. They think that then they go hide in their bunkers, that shit's going to protect them. They crazy. But yeah, they're opening the veil to let these dark entities in. Most of those dark entities are the dead giant spirits and stuff or whatever. The fallen angels are bound. So I don't know if they've been released. They might be released, but whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But when that veil, most likely when that veil opens, everything will be released. But those dark entities will be able to possess people with low vibration. So if I were you, and I'm telling you now, if you're worshiping Jesus, you're done. You're done. If you in a church, you're done. If you in a mosque, like Islam, whatever, all that shit, you're done. You are done. You might want to start chasing and raising your vibration. You have to start sitting and concentrating on spiritual things, y'all. Spiritual things, y'all. And this is reading and getting into stuff that people will call crazy. But there is no such thing as crazy. And also, raising your vibration is believing that you are capable of doing things that normal people you can't do. Like believing that you can move a piece of paper with your mind, and believing that's building, because now you're thinking spiritual. You're thinking about using a power besides your physical, fleshly power. You're thinking about using something that you shouldn't be able to control. So you should be thinking and concentrating on burning a piece of paper with your eyes, or moving a piece of paper with your mind, or commanding a tree to come and touch your shoulder. Like, that's building, that's raising your vibration. That's called taking control. You're returning and you're taking control of your power. You're telling the elements, I'm back. You see what I'm saying? So that's what you got to do, y'all. I'm out of here. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Leave me some comments. Shalom.